continue now on more on-site speakers again. Thanks God for that. Daniel from Stream Analyze, take it away.
Thank you, and hopefully I have my colleague from Microchip with me as well, so I'm going to be the first one doing co-presentation. Markus,
hey,
are you with us?
Daniel, can you hear me?
I can hear you loud and clear. We can't see you yet, though.
Okay,
you
great. Huh? You should see me also.
Yeah, we should be able to see him as well. Your video camera seems to be off, Markus.
I have activated it.
Okay, let's take it away, though. We can hear you, though, Markus, so that should be fine. My name is Daniel Spahr. I'm CEO for Stream Analyze, one of the members from Things Network. And with me, I have, as I've introduced, Markus Austermayer, who's heading up the IoT for EMEA in Microchip. And what we're going to present here, most of the time, this is going to be Markus talking to you about, what they do and why AI is important for Microchip. And what we want to be able to do is present to you why is a large global company from the US within the semiconductor industry partnering with a small company out of Sweden for enabling AI on their chips. Should work, right? There we go. So just a little bit about Stream Analyze before we kick off and talk more about Microchip. Stream Analyze is, our vision is that all things in the world will be connected one way, shape, or form, but also being smart. So this will be enabled by analytics or AI, if you would call it that. So that is our purpose. And we are founded in 2015. We come out of academia, and our founding father, Tore Risch, it's based on his research from Uppsala, Linköping, and previously Stanford. And he's one of the leading heads of database technology. So what do? We have a small software platform that you can install on essentially any hardware device you'd like out there. And you connect it to the sensors, and that allows you to build, deploy, and run any AI model or analytical model on that device without having to be a five-star programmer to do this, but also being able to allow you to deploy this without having to follow a normal IT and embedded cycle, rather having your own cycle of analytics, because the trick and the secret sauce in this is interactiveness. This is what we're all about. And what we're going to talk about here is have Markus introduce himself and then tell you a little bit about why is it important to have such a platform on a semiconductor chips. Markus, I'm going to let you take it away, but I'll be running the clicker from here.
Yeah, okay, go for next. Okay, thanks, Daniel. Yeah, I'm Markus Austermayer, so I'm leading the IoT and ecosystem for Europe within Microchip, and I'm also part of a worldwide team. So let me start with a few words about Microchip. Yeah, so in 1990, Microchip has been about a $40 million company with nearly no profit, and now we have become one of the most profitable companies in the world. Many people still know the PIC microcontroller, but we have been now much more what we created over the last year. So nowadays we are about a $6.4 billion run rate company, about 20,000 employees worldwide and based in Arizona. When we talk about IoT, where I'm coming from, you might be interested that in all of our broad product portfolio, we are now one of the top 3 suppliers for microcontroller as well as for microprocessors. We're also top player for field programmable gate arrays, so FPGAs or system on chip. And what is also important to look for full systems in the IoT world, we have all communication technologies or very many communication technologies, including all style of Ethernet communication, also including time-sensitive network or power over Ethernet, as well as several wireless technology. The next very important thing is this security, and we do also have a good play in that, especially for the embedded security. We have more than 30 years experience already, being one of the first ones to address that. That helps also our clients to integrate cybersecurity at the best rate into their system. Next. So Going forward in a profitable future, our CEO Ganesh Murthy has announced our Microchip 3.0 strategy recently, including extraordinary growth that will be realized in focusing on 6 megatrends that are shown here. And those are relevant for mainly all the markets that Microchip is in, that you can see on the left. Next. And there is nowhere around IoT these days. And to get the utilization of an IoT system best and creating most value out of the data, and you get more and more data towards big data, you need really intelligent methodologies that are needed to handle them. And this is where artificial intelligence and machine learning comes shortly into the game to create the targeted value to get the best value out of data. Next. And there are studies out there that state that already about 70% of all companies that are planning or implementing IoT systems are already now evaluating or even deploying artificial intelligence and machine learning into the IoT systems. Next. And if we look at the actual request that Microchip got for IoT, there is really no market segment that is special, so it's coming out of all over. So let's have now a short overview about our ecosystem for artificial intelligence and machine learning and how we enable our clients. Some clients are starting with some simple things to get first experience. They are focusing to get some functions improved and implemented. This could be simple things like sound or vibration detection for predictive maintenance of a motor, or some improvements for gesture, for hands-free human interface. But some more sophisticated integration, it goes up to object voice or face recognition, or maybe something in between. And we do have partners for that, or internal know-how, so that we can address that. If you plan for the end game in an IoT system to get most data back and forth of the IoT system where there's the most value you can get out of it, you need to get also answers how to deploy this in an IoT system. And here, Stream Analyze has the perfect answer with their SA engine for us. And on top, they enable now most efficient design and implementation, making evaluation in real time hardware, in real time on the target, as well as having already the backend control and maintenance implemented. So their software is already ported, proven, and tested on some of our hardware tools, like you can see here on an A5 MPU system to start quickly and early. Or if you need to get more cost optimized, we have also now one version ported to our Cortex M4 development environment. And before we get too deep into deeper level, let's get back to the uniqueness of our common solution. Next. So let's now go to the brilliance of empowering artificial intelligence and machine learning everywhere. And we call it the golden circle, which addresses the why, how, and what. So as said, it always starts with the why. And it's the belief in why we do what we do. IoT has been changing in many fields or even disrupted the old world and leads to the new world with never-ending change, including a lot of more complexity than before compared to the really simple old days. So with our partnership, we believe reducing this challenging complexity for you, for our clients, where you need really to implement a secure, robust, and future-proven IoT system on the one side, but also using artificial intelligence and machine learning methodologies to create the high value you need to get out of the data, which should result finally in a successful business model to revenue. By building the best and most efficient ecosystem, we can now empower you, our client, for getting most value out of your data, and therefore, as said, enabling best return on investment for you. Which make it very simple in a formula, Stream Analyze plus Microchip is equal meaning fast return on investment through enabling artificial intelligence IoT value in most efficient way for you. Next. So how do we make this happen? The problem is always now we need to merge the two best things out of two worlds. On the one thing, we have the IoT world, where they use also artificial intelligence, machine learning. And this is where Stream Analyze have expertise, and they are coming from this world. Yeah? And they have also now gained the expertise. What does it mean to get connected an IT system to the OT world on the software base? Well, Microchip is coming from the opposite side, from the embedded world. So we are really experts in the embedded world and embedded IoT and all what that means. But now you have challenge how to communicate safely and secure way to the IT system and back and forth. So we have now merged these competencies together, resulting in a nice, ready-to-go platform, which utilize our hardware development boards or ready-to-go MPU boards together with the SA Studio or SA Engine from Stream Analyze. And why we have broken the barriers between IT and the embedded world and merged it together and solved already this issue about getting this smoothly together in a robust way, we enable now client success, so your success. And as said, the focus is always also to enable best return of investment for you. In short, investment goes down, the time to money goes down, which improves your return of investment. And of course, as this part we cover is already proven, it reduces already the risk for you to fail during the process, the development process. Next. So finally, it's about what we do to enable that. Yeah. So here you see, let's say, the most process steps towards the system. So it starts really from the idea, it goes through this concept, evaluation. You then have to do an optimized design. You have to do the qualification, certification, and then you have, in an IoT system especially, you have also the maintenance over time. That could be a very, very long period. Next. So, and of course, to be very efficient in the design and also later on to do the maintenance for your system, you need dedicated support for that with experts. You may have some of your experts in-house, but for some other areas, you might need also dedicated experts, what Stream Analyze and Microchip are offering. So there are steps like, in the idea phase, we have already experts that can help you brainstorming to create also your business model out of it and how to implement it in an early stage so that later on you get not surprises. In the concept phase, you need to have to develop your proof of concept, and we have ready to go hardware platform that is already prepared to connect security to the cloud. And also to the SA cloud platform, so that you can here connect very quickly in early process and already start on your live device doing real-time evaluation. This goes then right into the evaluation phase, and also here you need expert support that both companies can supply you. The next step, when you have then the best algorithmic found and implementation, how to manage the IoT system, of course, you want to optimize your embedded design. And here we have also a scalable solution to get to optimize cost in the field. And yes, of course, it's always a process that you want to qualify and certify your device. And sometimes you need also expert support here, how to do that, or when something comes up, to fix that quickly. And this goes all the way to longevity support, so that we are not just here for the moment, but we are also here when later on there is something coming up. We are still here and support you over time. As I said here, of course, it results in, get you very fast to your profit. I think this is all about. We have everything that is needed to get you here successfully. So we have, for example, some examples, where we work on process efficiency, quality efficiency, leakage detection, and others that we are already started to take it off. So here we are. So Daniel, thanks. And now back to you. And I hope that also we got some interest, and just approach Daniel for more details.
Thank you very much, Markus. Appreciate your time.
Sure.
So thank you so much, Daniel and Markus. I guess this was the first trial of having a both online and on-site presentation. It's complicated.